And howdy and happy New Year, y'all.
Has it been that long?
Yeah.
Wow.
We've been quiet for a long time.
Seems you've been quiet. I haven't been quiet.
Like you haven't seen each other since last year.
I've been busy.
Well, let's see who else in the chat here. Giggles is already here. Yellow Rose Lee, howdy. East Coast, Dusty, and Drum Shots. And then there is Brent, Eat More Possum. Brent, did you wipe out on your bike yet? Do we have any footage of that? I know you had a tragic loss with your bike. For those that don't know, he dropped his X4 onto the lane. Yeah. And then he picked it up and Butterfingers decided to drop it again on the other lens. So both lenses are shot.
Wow. Ouch. Yeah, that sucks.
So if I look a little different tonight, it's because I've got a new camera. Cam was a building cameraman. It's following me.
I think it looks great. I think it does exact. I'm like this close to getting one of those just because it's a good camera.
I bought the Insta 360 Link 2. It was on sale over the holidays for $20 off, so 10% off. I decided to give it a whirl to free up this camera for some real work. So
$250 lens repair. Yeah, I am like I'm this close to doing a bunch of things, but I'm once again I'm paralyzed.
Well, I'm gonna make it real easy for you. Okay, if you're holding on to your money for DJI, forget about it. I heard Matt Stack saying he expecting the 04 units to be released on the 9th, so in 2 days, on Thursday.
I thought the Flip was going to be released.
Well, I mean, we got the Flip, we got the Mavic 4, we got the 04 system. Hell, we're still waiting on the Air 3S to be available in the United States. Okay, let's slow your roll. Okay, let's get the shit that's already on the market, been on the market for some time now.
Yeah, it's pretty bad. It's the last DJI product is right there. That's the last thing I've been able to buy. I love it. I've been using this mic. It's freaking great.
I mean, I love DJI. I would recommend you buy it, but I would only recommend you buy it from somebody that has it in stock here in the States.
Yep.
Do not buy it.
Yeah. I'm sticking to my rules right now, and I'm not even buying it from camera people. So,
well, the camera people don't even have it in stock.
Right.
Or they sell it and drop ship it from DJI.
Right.
Okay. And I guess the 03 units have become scarce now because now they're going on Amazon for like $260. And I looked around, and Get FPV and Power Drone were both out of them. I didn't even check Race Day Quads at that point. So the 03 units are not coming in right now either. And, some crafty individual on Amazon decided to jack up the price for it. And I thought you said the shit wasn't sticking.
This is a brand new board.
Okay.
freaking sticks like the Dickens now. I'm printing like crazy.
Well, good.
So yeah, this is like printed like I printed these are chip clips. They're pretty cool. I'll show you. It's still sticky. The print just literally finished.
Yeah. Let it cool off for a bit.
So yeah, this is a double-sided board. This one actually has a texture on it. You can see a cool texture on there. It's something different.
Yeah.
I think I paid $14 for it, and I bought a new hot end too. This one's working. Everything's working fine. I ran into the problem of touchy feely. Everybody just touches that PI board too much, and it got dirty and oily and greasy. I couldn't get anything to print, and everything printers can be finicky, but now once it gets dialed in, it's been okay. I've been happy. I was almost ready to write that thing off. I went from
I know.
I'm gonna write it off. I'm never gonna print with it again to looking at the new one.
I know. I remember that phone conversation we had.
How quick I forget.
So, James, hello, drone delirium, props off, howdy fellers. All right, what you got there? Oh,
That's pretty damn cool. See, that's a little locking mechanism so you can lock its little jaws shut. But it's a little bag clip. My daughter has got a new house, so I'm printing her these to put in her new house. She likes this kind of whimsical stuff. So
well, good for her.
anyway, she's staying with me though right now because her boyfriend is out of town. So she moved back into the house for 4 days.
Bob Casey and Johnny Droneflyer popping in. Howdy, fellers. Y'all don't forget to hit that thumbs up, please. I appreciate it. Yeah. So we were gone for 2 weeks now, and or didn't show for the last 2 Tuesdays. So we got a little bit to make up for, and a lot of things happen in that time space, and some of it is not so good. So I'm gonna just open up with this one here. There's a all-out assault on anything drone technology these days, because now we have this thing to deal with. And this came out from the Bureau of Industry and Security at the Department of Commerce. And they're talking about securing information and communications technology and the services supply chain unmanned aircraft system, meaning drones. This is an advance notice of proposed rulemaking that they're fixing to put something together to secure the airways from Chinese drones. So,
Yeah, it's.
I mean, this is going to be a while. I mean, this is the advance notice for rulemaking. So, I mean, it's going to be a while, but this is going to be a humdinger. I mean, they're going after this with every barrel they have.
Yeah, it's bad.
There's like a 37-page document that goes along with this, but basically, they are all about security, and it's otherwise pose unacceptable risk to the national security of the United States or the security of United States persons. And that goes hand in hand with the bullshit that Autel is facing now. And that is something that Dad found earlier today. We might as well dive into that too.
Yep.
Because Autel Robotics has been deemed to be a Chinese military company. Yes. Meaning it's both DJI and Autel that are now on the DoD shit list.
Yeah,
So
I actually was thinking about let's go buy the Autel Evo 2 Lite, Enterprise, the new Enterprise. The Enterprise 6K just for something to fly. And well, that bird went out the freaking window.
yeah, I mean, Autel really haven't been making an effort to sell stuff as of late. Most of their stuff is sold out from the looks of things, and it seemed like just before Christmas they decided, oh wait, we still have some stock floating around here, and they put a discount on it. Wasn't that much of a discount either, but they did put a discount on it, trying to sell whatever leftovers they had on the shelves. So, I mean, that puts DJI and Autel out. And with that, we don't have much left.
Nope, there's not many choices. I mean, I'm hey, I'm working on Amazon right now. That's all I got.
Well, I mean,
I'm
this
desperate.
is they're going after the name brands was this DoD thing, but this federal Department of Commerce thing basically goes after components, meaning if it's not made in the USA or a friendly country, you can't get in the States anymore. They're going to do import restrictions on things. So most of our flight controllers come out of China. Yeah, that'd be the end of that. There'll be plenty of stuff will be cut off from. So, I mean, there's one good news in all this, and that is Rotorite, of all people, has now they actually have a flight controller made in the USA. And this thing is made in the USA. Was components they bought abroad, but you can buy the components anywhere, apparently, as long as you have final assembly in the States and then sell it as made in the USA. So they're still buying the chips out of China, but they're putting it together here. It's actually a sticker on there, or it's printed on the board itself, right there, made in USA.
So they're okay. This is not making sense to me, because if you want an import ban that's going to affect China, you would ban chip imports, and that would take care of the whole problem.
If you can't, we don't have the capacity to make our own chips. Okay. And chips can be used in any kind of way, right?
Well, but if China was a foreign entity, then why would we limit ourselves to just
Well,
devices.
that's
So
why we're building these $10 billion chip plants all over the place right now. There's
right,
one being built right here in Texas
right,
to where these things can be made here. But
right.
I mean, a chip is a chip is a chip. It doesn't do anything until it's soldered onto a PCB
Yeah.
and given a function. So you could make a point saying, okay, it's just a chip. No, they don't know what we're doing with it, and we're putting our software on it. So it's not, really a Chinese product at that point anymore. So the only hitch is Rotorite, was unusual machines, and unusual machines is starting to go after the military market, the government market, and basically trying to weaponize drones, which, some people have a bit of a problem with. So now you support Rotorite, you support unusual machines, and by that you support weaponizing drones. That's why, like, Matt's Tech no longer supports Rotorite for that very reason.
Yeah, I understand drone shots saying, hey, he said, I've been flying for 45 years. Yeah, I don't think it's going to stop me from flying stuff. I'm going to find something to fly. I mean, I think that's, I don't like to fear monger that. I'm just pissed that I can't get the best stuff that's available to fly. And that's where my anger lies. It lies in that there's no replacement. I mean, Kai and I, we talked about this, right? We talked about, okay, who's going to fill the void? Who's going to, because there's a lot of purchases right there. If you cut the entire Chinese market out, you create a vacuum where something's going to backfill into. And what was a couple of the companies that we were talking about? One of them was, we were thinking that no, this is all just ideas, just rumor, speculation. But we talked about maybe Parrot coming back with somebody that's
Yeah.
already manufactured. Skydio of all places. I mean, they've created an enemy, but
Well, Parrot used to make consumer products. They pulled out of it. But if DJI and Autel are banned in the US, and that could just open up the market enough for Parrot to say, oh, maybe we should produce for the consumer market again.
if Skydio came out with a consumer product that I could physically fly, I would whore myself out to fly it. I wouldn't give a shit, as long as it's good and I could get one. That's the thing. I mean, hopefully these companies. I'm not one of those people that's going to go, I'm not going to fly you because you're mean and you're freaking rotten and stuff. I'm a whore. I'll fly whatever.
Well, I mean, we have to do with what's available. So, and I mean, the way I see it, I don't see much of a chance for DJI and Autel to get out of this anymore.
Jim says, Dad, you have Potensic? What do you mean? I have potential? Potential? I don't own a Potensic. I flew one, but I don't own that stuff. Could I fly another one? Yeah, if they come out with something, I'll fly it. Potensic has actually been okay. I think I didn't like their I like their three axis thing they came out with. It's like the picture went to shit. Your image quality went to shit, and when they switched over from their EIS versions for whatever reason, I thought, like, wow, that's pretty good. But it's still not the same. When you fly a DJI product, you literally are just like, whoa, wow, it just works, and it works really good right out of the box. It always astounds you. And there's very few companies that can do that. That can wow you out of the box. So I'll be pissed if I'm completely unable to buy another DJI drone. I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna feel like I got locked out of the club, man. Freaking locked out.
We all kind of get locked out. I mean, there's a couple of guys that took the risk and got lucky and get a product in from DJI that didn't get held up in customs, but I'm hearing just as many guys that did get held up in customs.
I'm angry because when I take my trip to the 51st state, Greenland, and I can't bring a drone with me, that would be a hell of a trip to miss. Being able to fly to the 51st American state, Greenland.
Yeah. Is that going to be in the summer or in the winter?
The Gulf, and my cruise out on the Gulf of America.
Yeah.
Kai is going to go down there and get his toes in it right away. Who named it anyway? Somebody put a name on that.
Well, that's probably
the British did. Right? Who built?
I don't know. It's the Brits. That might have been the Spaniards already.
You think? Yeah, they wouldn't called it the Gulf of Mexico. They would have called it the Gulf of Spain. Wouldn't they have? Does anybody know this? Somebody ask. Will somebody please ask Gemini really quick? Somebody that's got nothing else to do but listen to us. Get on Gemini and ask who named the Gulf of Mexico. Canada, the 52nd state.
Yeah. Well, there's a question: are we annexing Canada first or Greenland?
I don't know. There's a toss up right there. You want to be 51 or 52. You guys know we're having fun with that. But
I mean, if we're going to annex, Canada and Greenland, why not annex Mexico too?
I think it would be easier to no. It's going to be like annexing I'm not even going there. I'm not even doing that. Why would you want to annex problems? No, I'm not going there.
Well,
and Greenland's easy. You can just make a deal, and Denmark just says, here. We can't do anything with it anyway. Give us $1 trillion.
Well, I mean, there's two reasons he wants Greenland, right? Natural resources. Well, three reasons. Natural resources. No, the slice of the pie in the Arctic. And then, no, it adds landmass.
Not talking politics. There's no politics here. Okay, we're not going into geopolitics.
All right, Chuck? Are you? Is the cold getting to you? What's up?
It's okay to talk politics.
I know they got hammered with snow up there, so I guess he's still warming up from coming off a snow sled there. And
we're not talking politics. We're just it's back in fashion. We can just talk about stuff, and it's not political. It's just stuff.
Hey! There's a good chance you're no longer going to end up in Facebook jail. So now that Facebook discovered the First Amendment,
dude, I'm freaking buying. I'm buying Meta stock now, man. I mean, you know how many people drop their accounts because of that, and are gonna be like, "Hey, it's freedom of speech again." You got Instagram, you got you got Facebook, you got all that stuff. They just take threads and throw it away. Just dump threads. But
well, I'll tell you what, I did lose a lot of respect for German media today on that, because the way it was presented in Germany is Meta is dropping fact checks. There was no mention of no Meta is going to honor First Amendment or anything like that. That rule of law and all that stuff. No, they're no longer going to do fact checks. So, but
They're
they've
just
signed something. But they signed some in Europe, and Europe has this freaking fake news law on the books now. That this is going to be interesting. We'll see how this one plays out.
Yeah, well, Zuckerberg wants to save face. He knows that the power that be changes. Capitalists do that. Capitalists go, okay, where's the river flowing? And then they just change their policies,
Yeah, but for him to go as far as saying that they got pressure from the White House or from the administration on this shit.
He's just playing ball with the team that's got the winning roster. That's all it is. I'm good with that, man. It's okay. Hey, but we're gonna find ways to fly drones, and something's gonna come up. I'm very positive about this. Something's gonna happen to make our lives better again. So
yeah. Giggles is back. Hey, TJ. He must have popped in and left us again. Now he's back in the fold.
But yep.
But Chuck and Lori released a couple of things over the holiday. That was fun to watch. I didn't make it on your live stream, but it's been nice just to kind of chill for a bit.
I like long breaks.
Not unlike you, who braved the elements and went out hiking, looking for the lost. Yeah.
You see that right there? That is the spot. This is actual location technology. You see that? I wasn't even close to looking in the right spot. So I'm just telling you, the search is not over.
Well, I mean, we all know you're navigational challenged.
I went on, guys. I got Google freaking. I went downtown, man. I got on the computer, downloaded Google Maps like you told me, and I got very accurate locations now. Look at how far off I was right there. I'm literally 30 feet off right there. There's no way. That's 100 feet from the trail right there. And the drone is not even there. It's like way over here. It's like way over here. This is where it is, way over here. So I'm telling you,
when you gonna take Steve out for a walk again?
I couldn't go out. It's raining. It's freaking well. It's not quite raining. I'm worried right now because my drone is right now in a potential wet condition situation. Hasn't rained quite yet, but I told you, it's right there. That is where it's at. That is a direct line by the foot, okay, right to its location. That is the X marking the spot right there. This tells you how far off I am right there. See all those blue dots? Those are places that I've searched. And I'm way, it's way further south than I thought it was. I didn't think it was further south, but it's over there. It's further south. I can't believe I was that far off.
Well,
I'm guaranteed to be here. Looks very rural.
In Jersey, you wouldn't find your drone right now because it'd be covered on 3 foot of snow.
But you can see right there, you see that little cluster right here of weeds right there? It's only about 30 feet from that cluster of weeds. And this is a wash. You see that right there?
Yeah.
That little area, that's a wash right there. Well, holy crap, I can't do this side. So right there, that area, that wash right there, I've walked down that wash, but I didn't go all the way down here. Okay. I was thinking it might have fell in there. It better not be in the wash, because if it rains, then I'm screwed. Then I'll know I'll never find it, because that thing will fill up with water and it'll take it to freaking Mexico. Literally via the Colorado River.
Yeah.
Kai, I'm going to find it. I have never given up, and it keeps giving me hope.
I see Mikey's in the chat. Fly Zone. Howdy, fella.
Look at Kai. He's ignoring it. He's ignoring this.
I'm not ignoring it. I know, you know.
I am convinced.
Yeah. No, you need to get your butt out there, because I want to see what the props look like on
It's
that
right
thing.
there. I'm telling you, the line does not lie. That is. Okay, now this is what people.
How come I feel like I'm on an episode of Curse of Oak Island now?
People. Okay, somebody suggested, says, "Hey, why don't you go as the bird flies? Fly your drone out." Well, I did that. I actually took my drone and flew it from the point I was standing out the direction. I recreated the flight. And then I took a line and drew it straight out to where basically it went. So it's got to be there. And it's not on the trail. It's not on the footpath. There's nobody going to be there in the spot.
Does anybody else here watch Oak Island?
This is nothing like Oak Island.
Somehow I'm feeling like I'm in an episode of Oak Island right now.
These are actual locations. These are drill locations.
Yeah, that's your drill locations. I know.
Okay, I'm telling you.
You gonna put a case on down, or you just gonna hypersonic drill?
You can see there's three rocks right there. All I gotta do is find those three rocks and then walk towards the trail, right from that wash right there.
So what? The rocks have names yet? What's that? Curly, Mo, and what's the other one?
Well, the three rocks are Holy Stone, Bruco, and Hubson. I'm naming them right now.
This is Oak Island, Utah edition.
I'm gonna find it. I still got the case. I've got the batteries and the controller. And when I find it, I'm gonna sign it. And one of you guys is gonna be gifted it. Okay. I'm gonna send it to Kai. Maybe all the drones flying around New Jersey, maybe one of them is a flyaway. Oak Island. It's on tonight. Yeah.
Yep, that's going to be on tonight.
Hey guys, you guys know that I spent 12 years of my life watching that show?
Yep.
12 years. You guys spent 5.
You found the kitchen thing, a potential clue as to the location of the lost drone.
I'm serious, man. It's there.
Could it be?
It's right there. I told you, it's just, you see those 3 rocks?
Could it be the missing link?
If you saw how far off I was, here, I'm going to put the map up. You guys, while you guys are sitting there, doubting me.
Anybody doubting you? No.
Oh yeah, there's some serious doubt going on. I got a feeling there's no freaking love in that conversation.
Nah, we don't doubt you. Not us. Damn, dude, I really like this damn camera though.
Yeah, I think it's a great camera. I think I have to get one for sure. Okay,
All
here
right.
we go. So there's the cluster right there. Right? Okay, you see that right there? That's my search location. I even had somebody say, "Hey, you should be marking your search locations." And I'm like, "Dude, man, I've been halfway around the freaking world right there." Okay. Now, this is my takeoff point. Okay. Okay, the takeoff point is right here on this freaking spot right there. There's the now, this is the problem. If you don't zoom in far enough, you could be off by 30 feet.
Yep.
That's what I didn't do. So this time I decided to measure the distance. Okay. All right. So you click it there, right? Click that spot right there. And then you distance to where? Okay. So they I draw out. So we're going to go all the way out to our location. Okay, here we go, right here. I got to get out there, but we're going to make it small, of course. And now what I'm finding out is this, okay? As I'm doing this, I'm like, hey, I remember flying over this hill right here, okay? But I didn't fly this way. I went directly over it this way, okay? Did I just lose my point? Yeah, I just did. Too much clicking. Anyway, if you go as the bird flies, you get to this point right here, right there, that spot, right there. Remember those? Oh, right there. These rocks. You see those 3 rocks right there? That is my target right there. So you can even see it. If my drone was that little bush, that's exactly where it would be. And then you just draw this back over. Okay, hopefully I can get this working this time. And you should get 3,000 feet. Okay. And don't anybody say that I can't see that far. That's bullshit. I can see 3,000 feet. You guys are just freaking blind. Okay. All right. So here's my takeoff point right there. This sand right there. Okay. This is where I backed my truck up. Okay. And this overlooks this area. You go all the way out. Okay. Look at that total distance, 2,984 feet. I told you it's right here. God, it's right freaking here. There's no, okay, or it could be way over here, or it could be way over here. It's somewhere around here. Okay, I already checked this area. It's not there. All right, so this is where it's at, 2,974 feet right there. Okay, somewhere around where that rock is and between where this curve of the pathway is. I'm going to park my e-bike right there. And then I'm going to walk straight over to the rocks. And that'll be my search vector. So that's it. Did you not have strobe lights on it when you fly? No, because you heard what strobe lights do. People go, hey, that's a freaking unidentified flying object. It had an RID module on it. Just wasn't turned on. But that's it right there. That is the location. 2,974 feet. All right, Kai, you can talk now.
I'm trying to find it on my Google Pro here.
Well, I can just swing this vector all the way around. Like I can take it right here and pull it. Because we know it's not on this pathway right here. I'm going down to 2,733. And then you start swinging over. And this is where you create that search path. So you find this location right here, right there, because you know it's not on the pathway. and then you work your way over to those three rocks right here. Well, I found out that rocks look, there could be shadows, but you work your way all the way over to that spot right there. So it's pretty much straight line. Once again, I'm going to find this bush in those three, that area right there on that wash. So it's inside the wash in this area right here. I mean, you can literally put a big circle around it right there. This wash is the boundary because it's not further than the wash. You get out to the wash and you're at 3,005. I did not get out that far. It actually was, it was definitely three, you know, those at the most where those three rocks are.
So you started from there.
With recorded telemetry, I've only got, the only telemetry I got is distance and altitude. The last known altitude was 80 feet and it was descending. So it had made a 180-degree turn. It was leaning towards the trail and it was descending. So it could be, what I'm guessing is, since it was turned back towards me and it was descending towards the trail this way, or towards, it was, yeah. So it's got to be in this area right here. I have not looked in any of this area. And this is the furthest point right here. So it has to be in here. I've already searched this area really good. There's no way it's over here. And I think it wasn't far enough south. I keep looking at the flight video and it's got to be further south. It just has to be further south. In this area, I have not looked.
Well, here's what I was talking about. Draw a circle and off of your thing. This is Google Earth Pro that you can download.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can find whatever you're looking for.
Yeah, it's that corner right there. There's the three rocks.
Tilt and compass.
Guys, I wish we had a better quality video. We might even be able to see it. Just kidding.
Well,
I think somebody that's in aerospace that's watching us right now.
Here's your three rocks right there.
Yep, that's the three rocks. Or the three bushes. I don't know. Three bushes, three rocks. Trace rockos or trace bushes. Do you see the wash? The wash right there, that wash right there.
I mean, that's a 3,050 foot circle right now. So you'd be inside the circle at least.
So you're more accurate than me. You got 3,050.
Yeah.
Okay. Where are you coming from? Where's your point of origin? Let me see where your point of origin is. Yeah, you're too close. You're right on the power station. Hey, that's the substation. You got to move up to the edge up here. That's a long distance right there.
Okay.
Yeah. Move it back further. I launch right from the edge, right from the fence line. Right there. There you go. That's cool that does that arc like that. There you go. So what's that distance now?
2,986.
It's probably really close. It's 2,970. So you're probably right on. Yep. Right there. And it, like I said, it did a 180.
There's the little rough patch that you saw in your video.
And the bush right there. I remember I stood on by that bush right there. Yep. And these are probably bushes too. Those things that are dark, because there must have been a fire that went through there and burned some stuff, and it's just alive still. This is really bare on this hill. this hillside is really bare. And I walked this hillside
It
last
wouldn't
time.
be all the way down in the wash
Well, I don't
because
think
the
it's,
wash is too far out.
yeah, the wash is too far out. So those bushes right there, or that distance right there is about 150 feet, right? From here to here is almost about 100 and maybe barely 100 feet from the trail to the outside of the ring. I've done, I put I put a measurement there.
It's 150 feet.
Oh, 150. So it's a little further. Okay. So from the trail to the bushes, it's about 170 feet. It's nice to mark those things off so you can. It would be nice to find this point right here because this point would give me a reference as well. So,
Well, there's a one single bush right
right,
next to the trail, the big one.
right.
So
And
from
I
there,
know that.
from there to the three rocks or whatever is about 185 feet.
Yeah. So that's not very far. That is not a huge area.
No.
And this scrub here looks short, which will be helpful. But it could be hung up in anything. It could be behind it. It could be under something. That's what makes it really hard to do because,
Yeah.
things when they fall down, they just, they plop, could be upside down.
Well,
But
I mean,
so this corner, what I like about this corner is this corner defines the area and it makes
yeah.
it makes it searchable. And I know I have not searched this far south. Like I said, your mind plays tricks with you. When you think it's somewhere, you stay in that area. Your brain basically makes you stay like to the north up here. But every time I got the further and further south I got, it just it became it didn't I didn't want to look there. And it almost makes it like I said, if you follow this line all the way around, you're, this trail here is you cross this trail or this trail is beneath the drone when you get to this point. So you're flying here and I'm attempting to turn this direction. The drone wants to turn around at this point. So I'm going to do a return to home at this point. And this is where when I start to turn, that's where I lose contact with it. It falls and it has to fall in this vector here. Like I said, I've searched this area up north.
Yeah. Yeah, I
So
mean, this would be good area, good target area for you, and this is a quite manageable area to search.
yeah, oh yeah, I can. This will be it though. I think there's just no. I can't think of another place to go after I go here.
Yeah,
This is literally the end of the line. I thought it was last trip. And remember when I called you and I was out looking?
yeah.
I was not looking here. I was looking along the pathway because I thought it dropped short. And so I was north. I was, up above the path because I said I never looked up there. It's not there. It's too easy. This is like a hillside, and you can see the entire hillside. So, but yeah, this is kind of the way you got to go about stuff when you lose stuff. You can't, you don't just say it's gone. Who said that? Who was it? Who the heck? Oh, was it Jim? I don't know. Somebody said in the chat. I don't. It wasn't today. In one of my other chats, they said I'd just go buy another one. I'm like, dude, we're not to that point yet. We're to the point of we're gonna win. I hate to lose and admit defeat. It's like Mr. Croc. I am totally convinced I'll never see Mr. Croc ever again because of the terrain. I've been there. It's like
Mr.
walking on the.
Rock ended up in one of those volcanic rock
Oh,
formations.
oh, it's terrible. It's horrible. It's full of lava tubes, and some of them are 40 feet deep. Mr. Croc will never be seen again. This one is on a flat freaking prairie, you know. So anyway, we got one more look. We got one more And I did film my last adventure, but I had some problems with my Action 5, and I had two different grades of video, and I'm like, I'm not putting this crap up. I had like one of my video grades was awesome, looked great, and then the second one I put it in 10-bit accidentally. I don't like to film in 10-bit because my editor sucks ass. Okay, and I can't color grade with my editor. It's too crappy. So the images didn't it to me it wasn't acceptable. I wasn't going to put it up. I'm like, I'll just go back. I'll film it again. But I was really impressed with Action 5. Action 5 is, if you saw my e-bike video part, thing looks so good. That's all Action 5 with the Rocksteady.
And Coast to Coast Rounds in the chat. Howdy, Bill. Hope you're doing better. And since we're on the subject, Ron Brown is dealing with some AFib crap all over right now. So I don't know.
What?
Thoughts going out to him.
Oh, AFib? Oh.
Yeah. He had an ablation.
Yeah,
So,
you know about
I
that.
already heard from him. He's doing fine now. But yeah, he put out a video that he had AFib and had to go get an ablation done. And I've already had 2 of those. So
And you said it was good. Ooh, I got my
yeah.
phone call. Hello? Okay. Bye. All right.
Taco Tuesday.
Yeah.
An early Taco Tuesday, too.
Oh yeah, it's 5:23. I'm the
You
only
taco
one.
cooking?
I'm the only guest today. Everybody else is on diets now.
Oh, yeah. Those 2 weeks.
Yeah.
That'll be another week and I'll be back to same old same. But
Oh.
well, I guess we get one time for one more short topic because
Yeah. Go ahead.
I'm going to be building again.
Oh, good.
Well, I already talked to you about it.
Good time to build.
I bought this frame, 7-inch frame.
That's a great frame. Looks awesome.
This is an older frame, and there's a reason why I bought it because all the new frames are for old 3 cameras now, and the Walksnail cameras don't fit worth a crap into the old 3 frames. So this one actually came up on Facebook FPV Marketplace.
Got some beefy arms, man, to be 200 grams.
It's
Ooh, I like that. I like the rear end there. It's good.
it's going to be interesting to say the least.
Ooh, X1C from Bamboo for Christmas, coast to coast.
Oh, nice. That's a nice printer. I'm personally going to go with the K1 Max. I don't need the colors, but I need to be able to print carbon fiber filaments. So, oh, he'll have it on his show tomorrow night. So tomorrow night, everybody go watch Coast to Coast. What time is it, Bill? Put a link in there for your show tomorrow.
I got a new doorbell camera. It's kind of cool. Just a it's just a Ring. It's a Ring camera. I went from a Google to a Ring camera. Ring's pretty good. It's got good service and it's kind of fun. Yeah. So what
This
is
is going to be my next project. Is going to be a long range drone.
You can put 6-inch props on there, or 7-inch props.
No, that'll be 7-inch props. They'll probably 2200 milliamp hour battery pack on it. Get a little bit of range out of it.
What'd you decide for your ESCs you're going to use?
I'm actually going to get a Flywoo stack, and then 2807 Emax motors. That's going to be no frills. The stack is like $80, Flywoo. And then the motor's like $20 a piece. I was looking for a 10-inch, but gee, money, crickets. 10-inch motors are like $50 a piece. Then you got to find a flight controller that can handle the amperage.
And by then you'll just buy a Helion.
Yeah, and that Helion, I mean, it's a nice. I like it. I like it a lot, but I don't like $1,000 worth, because that's what it's come down to. I mean, that'll be $1,000 for that. By the time you get batteries and everything else in with it, it'd be. If I were to spend that kind of money, I might as well buy an Air 3S and a pair of goggles 3.
Used,
I mean, you're not doing any fancy flying on long range.
no, everything's flat.
That's why I'm looking, that's why I'm looking at those power drone batteries, the 2200 milliamp hour. They're only 75C, but I mean, you're not doing no flippity floppy on a long range. You just need, no, you're not doing the heart cornering on the long range. So Bill, there's a really nice Dragon thing. Email me and I'll send you the file.
I guess, Kai, I could go this route. I was just thinking, I could go buy me a Helion and then get a big ass battery and just mount my Action 4 on top of that sucker, and I would get footage just like a Mavic 4.
Well, I mean, no, you won't, because your camera's not going to have all the rigmarole that the Mavic 4 has.
No, stop
And
it.
if you buy a Helion that already has an O3 unit in it, why would you bolt an Action 4 on top of it?
Redundancy.
Okay.
Some
More weight to carry around.
Something to carry.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like the Helion, and I like the fact that the battery's sitting under it, so it's not interfering with the antennas as much. I like all that, but
I wouldn't have anything to build. Building a bigger drone would be probably a better choice. Save money, and then of course you get the joy of building. Something big is not. They're not as hard to. It's not like you're looking at tiny little parts,
I mean that Helion, just the frame by itself is what, $300.
Yeah, that's overpriced. All the 10-inch stuff is overpriced right now because of because of war stuff.
Yeah. So
Ooh, that's a better price. $900. That's a good deal. That's a value. They've dropped the price.
No, they didn't. So that's no receiver. So I mean, you have the goggles 3 and a controller, so you wouldn't need it. But now, no, add a battery to it.
Yeah, you gotta still have a battery.
Okay, that's one battery. So we're at 1,040 now.
Okay, here we go. Here we go. I got something that you would be very interested in. Here we go. I gotta get out of here. Hold on here. Check this out.
Howdy, Chris.
Mr. Croc 7.5.
Yeah.
There we go. Bring back Mr. Croc. This is the Gep RC Crocodile, though.
Yeah, I was just fixing to say that's Gep RC. That's not Mr. Croc. Mr. Croc was Flywood.
Yeah. It's got the same motors, though. That's got the Zings.
Yeah. No, it's not Zing motor on there.
That's not. Looks like
Gep
one.
RC has their own motors.
Oh, no, it's probably made by the same freaking factory. Looks this.
Outside is Zing.
Oh, let's see. We'll get it. No receiver. Right there. Plug and play. $759. Or I can go Express LRS, but that's not worth going. That's 2.4 gigahertz. That's not going to give. That's not going to give me enough range, I guess. But I'm not. I wouldn't take away the O3 range. I'd rather have O3 connectivity and O3 goggles and O3 controller and not have to worry about it. Anyway, that's the one that comes up. Or you got the
800. If you spend $800 on the 7.5, then you might as well spend the other 200 and get the 10-inch.
Here's the Gep RC Mose 7. There you go. That's much better. $429. But it doesn't have. I'd have to buy a VTX for it, because this is a analog.
Yeah.
So
by the time you got the VTX on there, it's another $200 on top of it. So
I think that's all the you get. Here's that's the Gep RC. That's the one I just looked at. So
go straight to Gep RC site here and see what they.
Yeah, where is Gep RC? I got Get FPV.
HD O3 long range. $668.99 for the Mall 7.
There we go. The Aura. That's another analog bird there. Thing's freaking huge. Monster. I'm just looking at all the 7-inch builds that I see. There's Mr. Steel. Mr. Expensive, I'll call him. But that's 4S, not 6S. All righty, man, I got to go. We're going down the rabbit hole. We're going down the. I was looking at cameras again too, so I got to watch it. I was looking at the Sony, what's that? Not the F1 of the F.
ZV-1F?
ZV-10. The ZV-10 Mark II.
ZV-E10.
E10 Mark II. Yeah.
Yeah, ZV-E10 Mark II. But you got to buy it with a lens, and then you're looking a little over $1,000.
Yeah, it's pricey. Yeah, my daughter needs to do long form content, and she brought her little Canon back out, and I'm like, crap, I'll just get this one, and then she can use it. Assuming she stays with long form content, she's got to get her watch hours. I'm trying to get her over the hump.
Hold on, we got a question here. No, DJI Mini 4K doesn't have tracking, but in the menu, what is the follow me and FPV mode for?
The follow me, it doesn't have follow me. It has basically like a spotlight mode. The 4K doesn't have any of that. I'll just tell you right now, there's no tracking.
Isn't that the old Humongo goggles that work with that first generation stuff?
Yeah. It's a low end. They're not going to give you any good feedback.
FPV mode is it locks the camera, and if you tilt it tilts the picture with that like it would in FPV. That's what that is.
Yeah, FPV mode, yes. The plane just gives you the feeling of FPV.
Yeah. And the
Which
follow me, I'm a little skunked on right now because I don't recall that.
Yeah, it has a like a spotlight feature where it'll lock on to subjects and stuff. But it doesn't have a follow you. It will not follow you. It won't. I'm just telling you. So yeah, the only one that has follow me is the Mavic 2.
I'm adding him as a moderator. How's that?
The Air 3 is the only one that follows. Air 3, Air 4 will follow. It has to have sensors on it. If DJI doesn't, your drone doesn't have sensors on it, it doesn't follow, with the exception of the Neo, which was designed to run into stuff.
All right, Jamie, anytime you have questions, pop in and ask your questions. We're here every Tuesday. Feel free to subscribe. Don't have to, but we're doing this every Tuesday at 5:30 Central, however that works out for you. So, now we got to go because the dinner bell done been rung.
Yep, and I got to go. We got to. It's Taco Tuesday officially.
Yeah, it's Taco Tuesday. So, thank you all for swinging by. Hit the thumbs up on the way out if you would. We appreciate it. And any more words of wisdom from the peanut gallery?
Nope. We're gonna keep looking. We're gonna keep looking. Follow. We're going there. We're going there soon. As soon as the weather gets better.
All right. Y'all stay warm. Until next time, we'll see you next Tuesday.
Okay, Kai.
Bye.
Kai.
Yeah.
If I find this, it'll be the greatest victory ever. You know it.
Oh, yeah.
You'll never hear the end of it.
We'll never hear the end of it.
All right. We'll see you. Bye.